Hey fellow tennis nerds, I hope all is well. Just picked up the FedEx mail today. It's been a few days of boxes. That happens in tennis nerd country. And yeah, this box you recognize, it's a Tennis Warehouse box. It means I get some demos and always looking forward to that. It's always fun to test new gear, reviews to come, but let's first look at what I got in the box. First one, it's a one that's been requested quite a bit by you guys. Always listen to you and always want to make sure that there's plenty of reviews so you can actually search and find the racket that you're interested in. And this one is the famous Prince Twist Power. Why is it famous? Because of this twist in the shaft. So it's a really interesting something called Twist Power technology. On the power scale, this is 880. It's pretty high on the Prince power scale. I have a Techstream Tour in the wardrobe over there. I think that's 800, so this is more powerful than the Techstream Tour. Lighter weight, 290 gram, which is quite interesting. The plastic is still on here. It says 290 grams average, which is a fascinating way of being honest to your consumer, because obviously with the quality control, you might get 295 or a 282 gram. Should be within 7 grams normally, but yes, it could be a bit more. So the specs of the Twist Power before we take it out onto the tennis court. I'm going to do that later today. It's going to come up in a later video in the review. The 100 square inch head size, it's the standard head size today. 290 grams unstrung weight, that's 10.2 ounces. And then it has an unstrung balance of 32.5 centimeters, meaning 12.8 inches. 32.5 centimeters is about 4 to 5 points head light. So for you who like that measurement better, try to get that in. It's the standard length, 27 inches, 68.6 centimeters, and yeah, power level 880. So quite a powerful stick. String pattern is 1618, and gotta applaud Prince for actually putting in the swing weight. I like that a lot. I think that's the most important metric pretty much. So 282 unstrung swing weight. It's gonna be low, think 30 points with strings, depending on the thickness of the string and so on. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty maneuverable, lightweight racket, easy power, hopefully. This is supposed to give you a lot of stability, and that's going to be interesting to test. Never seen anything like this. I've never held a Twist Power racket before. It was kind of something I wanted to try, but I never got the chance to, and now it's here. So Twist Power 100X, there is a 97 that I'm really interested in. I haven't been able to get a hold of that, but at some point I want to do that as well and review that one. But yeah, this is typical. I talk about tweeners all the time. This is a tweener frame. Meaning that it's easier to use, power spin, but might be difficult to control. So we'll see when we get onto the tennis court how tricky this one is to use with my first impressions. I'm curious to try and see how it works for my game. I think it might be a little bit difficult for me to use, but I always give them my kind of unbiased and open opinion, even if it might not be for me. Another frame that Bruno from Patreon recommended, thanks to you who support me on Patreon. It's quite cheap, and I'm trying to give them the value back by creating videos every week and also doing answering their questions and so on. It's a community that's growing, so if you want to support Tennis Nerd and be a part of that Tennis Nerd community, join patreon.com/tennisnerd. But he suggested that I check out one of the Tfights I didn't try, the Tfight RS300. I tried the 315, I tried the 305, which was a huge hit with me. I really enjoyed the 305, and with the 18-19 string pattern. This one is a little bit more like the Iga, ridiculously close in many ways. So it's a 98 square inch head size, 300 gram racket, unstrung, 32 centimeter balance. So that's around 6 points headlight. So you add strings, it's 4 points headlight, and a 16-19 pattern. So what's the difference between this one and the Iga? Very interesting to see. Does this have more or less foam filling? The Iga is slightly foam filled, so that makes the comfort a bit higher there. But maybe this one is even more comfortable or less comfortable. I have no idea, I haven't hit it yet. And this is just going to be very fascinating to compare them. So I'm going to take them out, both of these rackets today, the IGA, which is 298, and this one, and to give them a proper comparison, because these ones seem very, very close on paper. 60, 90, 98 square inch. This is pretty much snap dab bang on into the territory of what I like to use at the moment. I'm going away more from the ultra control rackets to getting a little bit more power and trying to whip up a little bit more topspin to control it. That's where my game is at the moment. So 98 square inches, 60-19 pattern feels, and a mid 60 stiffness should be pretty much spot on for my game. So the Tfight RS300, I like the other Tfight rackets from this year. The RS section is here in the shaft, so we'll see how that affects the racket and compared to the IGA and so on. So more about this RS300 to come soon. Last one in the box, I got 3 demos. I already had the lighter version of this one. It's the Volkl VCell 320 gram version of the Volkl VCell 10. So it's has this narrow beam, makes the sweet spot more move in this direction. And I really like the other one. I was pretty surprised. Very light frame, low swing weight, but this one is beefier, a little bit plusher is what I heard from other reviewers. But I'm really open-minded to take it out. So 98 square inches, again, that seems to be the standard control head size these days. 320 grams unstrung, that's 11.3 ounces. 31.5 centimeters, 1.1 inch headlight, 20.5, 22.5 and 20.5 millimeter beam should be the same profile as the 300 gram version. 60-19 string pattern, same as that one. And more weight, maybe a little bit plusher feel. Very keen to see what this does to my game and how this works for me. It should be pretty much bang on into the specs I like. A little bit higher weight than usually what I usually play with, but we'll be curious to put them on the swing weight machine and see how they are performing. The strings I don't know 100% yet. I will probably restring at some point, but I'm going to try it with the strings they have in first. To save some time. That's what I do. So these are the new demos from Tennis Warehouse Europe. Thanks guys for sending me these. Really keen to take them out onto the court today and tomorrow. Hopefully the weather stays sunny here in Malta. It's sunny today, so some tennis will be there for sure. Need to do some massage gun and stuff. My shoulders feeling a little bit stiff after lots of tennis and some gym in the last few days. But always fun to hit the court, and we'll see how these frames perform. Which one is your favorite? Which one do you want to hear more about? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to purchase any of these frames, get a demo, or just support me, check out my affiliates in the description below. That includes Tennis Warehouse Europe, that I got these demos from, or Tennis Warehouse Group overall, and some other interesting affiliates like Swing with Vision and stuff like that. So check them out, and if you use my link, I get a small commission, no cost to you. Big thanks, easy way to support the tennis nerd movement. That's all. Have a nice day, and don't forget to play some tennis.